Hello everyone, I hope you're safe and sound. So the 5,000 first applicants of the express entry, meaning those who had a score higher than 472 points, get invited to submit a PR application. Now, why is this important? To start, it's the first time the government of Canada issues 5,000 invitations in one round. If we take a look at the previous rounds of invitation, we're usually between 38 and 4,200. For example, here it's 3,294. If we go back 4,500, 3,900, etc. And this is the first time that it really is going up to 5,000. And if we take a look and we're trying to forecast the future rounds of invitation, it's going to be 5,000 and more. And the reason for that is that if we take a look at the release from the Government of Canada, where it announces its plan to support economic recovery through immigration, recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. This is the new released in October 30th, 2020. And if we take a look here, we have important information that states that the 2021 to 2023 level plans aim to continue welcoming immigrants at a rate of about 1% of the population of Canada, including 401,000 permanent residents in 2021, 411,000 in 2022, and 421,000 in 2023. Why is this big? Because the previous plan sets target of 351 in 2021 and 361,000 in 2022. Only from one year to the next, from one plan to the next, we've seen an increase in 50,000 applications. And I have a little theory on that I'm going to share with you in a bit. But first, let's keep looking at the facts. So here we have a focus on economic growth with about 60% of admission to come from the economic class. That means all the workers programs, so anything under the express entry. And then we also have here that additional points for French-speaking candidates under express entry to promote the growth of Francophone communities outside of Quebec. That's an important cue that we have here. And the last one is if we take a look at the quick facts, we have it written here. Under the Canada-Quebec Accord, Quebec establishes its own immigrant level. So what we've seen here, first of all, the government of Canada increased its immigration target levels to make up for the loss due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So that's number one. Number two is that it changed the point system to actually encourage Francophone to immigrate outside of Quebec, so to the express entry, by giving 50 additional points. We've seen it here. Changes to the express entry system. We made a special video about that. You can check it out. It's in the description. And the third aspect, which is also important, is that Quebec and Canada have different targets for immigration and they set their own policies. Now, my little theory is that the Minister of Immigration, Marco Mendicino, has seen how Quebec has been a mess in the past few years and needs to make up for it while being politically correct. I don't know if you remember, but in February 2019, Quebec passed a project called the Law 9, and in this project, they canceled 18,000 PR applications that were going to the Quebec Skilled Worker Program without any valid reasons. So these were people who applied for permanent residency, who were in process, and their application get canceled. What it means for the government of Canada is that not only 18,000 new immigrants didn't come, if we consider the financial costs only for the first year, the PR cost is about $1,000 back then. Now it's a bit more, but it's about $1,040 for one applicant. So that's 18 million net loss in revenue just for immigration fees. And we're not even considering the pension, the taxes, the impact on the social life, the labor market impact, the new skills that the immigrants will bring, and so on and so forth. So the federal government saw that Quebec's been messing up year over year. We've seen it in 2016 with Mon Projet Québec, that was a complete flop because the servers weren't good enough and the system just crashed week after week until by the end of the year it didn't really process more than 5,000 applications. We've seen it again with the Arima portal, which was also a big flop because it only favored people inside Quebec, so it closed its door to immigrants from outside the country. And we've seen it again with the Law 9, which canceled 18,000 applications. So the government of Canada is changing its target to make up for Quebec inefficiencies and also increasing the number of points francophones get because francophones usually go to Quebec. About 95% of francophone immigrants to Canada only go to Quebec. And now the government of Canada wants to change that by encouraging them to go to the express entry and to settle into other provinces. So the communication is clear. More targets that favor immigration to Canada through the economic class, so that's the express entry. More points for people who speak French, and eventually a clear message to encourage francophone immigrants all around the world to come through the express entry, to come live in Canada, and to settle outside of Quebec. This is a huge shift in Canadian immigration because not only francophones have an advantage over anglophones, but they will also have lots of different initiatives because the government of Canada has set its target to increase by 50,000 people compared to its previous plan. 50,000 new people that are going to come. They're going to need a place to live, a place to work. They're going to need to be familiar with their environment, with the language. So there are going to be a lot of social initiative to welcome these new immigrants and to make them settle outside of Quebec so they could bring their value, their skills, and prosper in Canada. So I'm talking here to all the people who are either learning French or are francophones by nature. This is a good news for you because this last invitation that we saw of 5,000 people are going to be a trend that we're going to see in the coming years. Good luck for your project. Stay motivated. Keep working hard on your languages and go to the express entry. That's the way to go for immigrating to Canada. I hope you found this video useful. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you liked it, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye bye.